Hi, I'm gently freaking out about something that that I have no actual say in. Welcome to the Tuesday stream. Hopefully you've been having a day. Hopefully you had a good weekend. Because let me tell you, I had kind of a rough one because may have overdone it on Friday. So I'm definitely not going to overdo it tonight because I'm just going to do this in a short manner. Because yeah. And something else I'm gently freaking out about is the fact that I don't know how much space I have left on, like, recording things. So I don't know if the recording is just going to abruptly cut off. So YouTube, sorry if that happens. And also, I need to, like, actually get the take the recordings, put them through the editing software so they can actually be uploaded to YouTube, and then uploaded them to YouTube. But I haven't been doing that because I keep forgetting. Anyways, yeah, I'm not really sure if I have anything else I want to add. Like this weekend, my throat hurt. I went to get my car inspected. Tried to get a copy of Transformers 1 on Blu-ray. Failed. Ended up watching it on, like, just Paramount. And then I basically... yeah, just took Sunday to rest because yeah. And as for yesterday, I may have done a little bit of a mess up at work because because my brain interpreted what one task I had as something else entirely. So yeah, it's gonna have to do that tomorrow. But, okay, yeah. That is the life update that nobody asked for out of the way because I got nothing else. And if I do, I'll probably remember it and just talk about it during probably an important cutscene. So let's stop yapping and instead get to smacking, I guess. I mean, that's because part B, like, considering this has a 3-act structure. Like, the first act, the first act of this was pretty combat heavy, where we played with Vivian for the first time. Then we had a whole, like, flashback with Hugo, where there was a lot of talking. And now we're on the part 3, or I guess act 3, where hopefully we're gonna get straight into combat. And hopefully I can not talk as much. Belle, Hugo sent a message earlier. There's new progress on the sacrifice situation. They found a large batch of unused sacrifice serum. He wants us to be their guide. He, Vivian, and Lycon will be heading into the Hollow with us to destroy the serum. And I'll use the HED system this time to head into the Hollow with you all. Tell me when you're ready, and remember to bring Eos with you. I'm ready! And already I can feel my voice starting to get scratchy. Hopefully this won't take too long. You're about to have immersive storytelling? Yep. Port. Or at least that's what the loading screen is. Oh, we are actually there. And we immediately get that stuff. Okay then. Why are you dressed so fancy at the pier? Who are you waiting for? Also, where am I going? Foil Dina's plans. Oh. Hello, guys. Dear managers, you're here. Having 2 Lord Vathans leading the way for me must be the luckiest person alive. We'll be counting on you two as, according to my intel, this is quite the large batch of serum. My guess is that Dina wouldn't put all the serum in one place, so we may need to split up. Just to be safe, we'll be counting on both of you to guide us. Once you're both ready, let's head into the Hollow. Let's go. And no selecting teams, we're just heading straight in. So much for splitting up, I guess. And alright.
Landon's stash should be somewhere nearby.
Yay. And, okay, yeah. Unsurprisingly, it's the 3 of them.
I did some digging. Some of the missing workers were brought here, too. As you wish. Don't get... Dina's getting ready to make her move.
Don't worry, we'll clear them out.
Yay.
I'm part of Mockingbird too.
Yeah, Robin, you good? Yeah, I can see why this team might be a little bit insane. Quick look around. All good. Next combat.
Trying to destroy the goods. Stop them!
We need to take care of the guards first.
Hey, now.
My turn.
Some of the serum is stored in this warehouse.
Oh, well, I mean, where else would you put a thing? Or I guess large quantity of things.
You're not taking anything from here.
Better not get my shit.
Hugo, get the guards first.
And...
Hide.
Ow. How dare you? What was that?
You just stepped into your own grave. Watch out.
Actual big guy? Let's go. And you're also a lot tankier. And Hugo.
Not worth my time.
Prostrate yourself before the abyss.
And this is entirely pointless, but it's cool, so I'll take it. Really?
Allow me to refill.
That genuinely does so much damage. Alright, now that that's out of the way, we can get back to breaking crates.
More of Landon's serum survives than expected. Fortunately, since they're still here, it means Dina hasn't executed the final step of her plan.
But are we sure that this is all of it?
There's likely a lot more stashed around here,
Exactly.
and we have yet to locate the missing people.
Wait, there are missing people?
Our actions here won't go unnoticed. Perhaps they're making plans to deal with us on their side.
With Landon and Dina's concoctions combined, she may be capable of creating a sacrifice that obeys her. If it comes to that, this will get far more troublesome.
I mean, it's not exactly... yeah, it's not like it's gonna get any easier.
How about we split up? Hugo and Lycon will destroy what remains of the substance around here, and Vivian and I will go search elsewhere.
Very well. Let's go with your plan. But be careful if you encounter Dina and her people.
I'm sure we will. The utmost of caution.
According to Camille, she's absolutely obsessed with completing her father's dying wish. Who knows what she may try. Let's part ways here for now. And perhaps the other manager could use EOS to guide us.
Sure. I've been feeling better these past few days, so just follow me.
Yay.
It's only now that I realize how fortunate we are to have two Lord Faithins.
Alright, well, you don't have to call us Lord.
Although, I feel like our work's doubled. In the past, Belle and I would only ever work on the same route.
Greater power means more responsibility. And in any case, I'm sure the mayor would be able to provide double compensation. He's a very generous person, after all. Right, Lycon?
I will request additional compensation from the mayor.
Compensation is just one aspect. It's one thing with Belle being in the Hollow in person, but now with us working on separate routes, I can't help but worry even more for her safety. Oh, but I trust in your abilities. I'm just not quite used to this.
That's fair. That is... yeah. As they talk, Vivian stands behind them and suddenly sheds a tear as she gazes at one of them. She turns quickly and approaches the area where Landon's serum is stored. Vivian recalls the tears she said when looking at Faith and the destiny she saw then. Because, yeah, she did, like, see something at the end of Part A.
This is the future I saw. Lord Pathan.
Vivian closes her eyes as if making a decision, then grabs a vial of Landon's serum. If a tragedy is inevitable, then let the misfortune fall upon me, Vivian.
I'm sorry.
Oh, we missed one.
This time, I will make sure the future I saw does not come to pass. I don't want to bring you misfortune. That's all I wish for.
Alright, back to the intense music.
Leave this to me, Lord Phaethon.
And I have nothing to add. Ow! I'm fairly certain I dodged some of this. Alright. So what
Lord
is...
Phaethon, there might be more serum here.
well, what are you gonna do with the one piece of serum you got? More serum indeed.
How dare you steal from Lady Dina?
We're not stealing, we're smashing. Big difference.
I'll try to go easy on you. No promises.
And yeah, you got lucky by just not being there. But unfortunately for you, that luck ran out pretty hard. Except for the fact that you're not taking a lot of damage.
Stay away from me.
Alright, now you took a lot of damage. Right, stab that, just to get health. After all, stabbing does equal healing. No, it doesn't. Up there. There, something. We don't want the money anymore. Please just let us go. I don't think I'm going to make it. Just end my pain, please. We're here to save you. Are there any other captives? There were, but they all turned into ethereals. So many ethereals. They're all dead. Please just let us go. That girl never intended to let us live. My friends will get you out. My friends will get you out. We'll deal with this. Don't be afraid. You'll get out of this hollow alive. We promise. Really? Oh, thank goodness. Be careful. So many people are brought in with us. They're all ethereals now. Really, really scary ethereals. I can't even imagine what she's planning to do with such a massive horde of ethereals. People will die. Everyone will be killed by those ethereals. Hush, say no more. My friends will get you out. Leave the rest to us. After contacting Hugo and Lycon, they quickly arrive. You eventually decide to have them first take the civilians to a safe place, while Vivian, you continue to search for any overlooked serum or victims. Shortly after they leave, a familiar voice comes.
It must have been tough for you to find this place. Vivian, if you had stayed out of it, I wouldn't be so eager to get rid of you.
I would like to reiterate, your hair still looks like a tomato.
Those people have been taken to safety. You're all out of options. They're just mere test subjects. So what if they get away? There will always be people consumed by greed, and therefore, they will come willingly to me.
I mean,
In any case, what are a few sacrifices in comparison to the completion of Father's grand ambition?
they can only come to you if you're alive, or not in prison. Well, that's technically visitation, but no.
Dina, you deceived those people. They didn't come willingly to you. You tricked them, just like Landon did back then.
Deceived? Father gave hope to those who had everything taken from them by the Hollows. Vivian, you once rejoiced at the hope Father offered you, too. Before Father took you in, you were no more than an omen of disaster that no one wanted.
Really, we're going back to this conversation. I feel like that didn't, come out right.
It was Father who gave you shelter and a purpose for existing. Do you remember the first time you bestowed a blessing under Father's guidance? How did you feel when that person looked at you with adoration and gratefulness?
I mean, probably good, but...
That was the first time you felt hope. Like your existence had a purpose, right? Don't forget that it was Father who, through what you call deception, gave you hope. And you, what have you done? You basked in Father's attention and everyone's adoration, only to destroy everything.
I feel like you're kind of going... I feel like you might be projecting a little bit.
Do you think that by leaving the Exaltists, those people will live better lives? Of course not. Those who suffered under the Hollows will only continue on as walking corpses, without the hope Father gave them.
I'm sorry, do they look like zombies to you?
Do you really think you're some sort of savior, Vivian? In the end, you're just an ungrateful brat who brings misfortune to those around her. It was you who destroyed everyone's hope.
Not everyone wants to live in false hope, Dina. You say it's because of greed that people willingly become your sacrifices.
Alright, time for the rebuttal.
Perhaps those people aren't entirely virtuous. But that greed is just wanting to live a better life beyond the Hollows. What you and Landon have done was never about giving people hope, but exploiting it.
Yeah.
Stop lying to yourself. Deep down, you know what Landon did was cruel.
No.
Yes.
Back then, when Landon wanted to inject you with the serum, the fear in your face was as plain as day. I saw it all clearly. If all of this is as righteous as you claim, then why did you make such an expression, Dina?
Don't look at me with such pity!
Well, why did you, huh?
Father did nothing wrong. All of this is to make something of the Hollows other than disaster. That's everyone's only hope.
Dina, it's not too late to stop. Stop living in this lie. You know what would happen if a sacrifice loses control and escapes the Hollow. It's not the Hollows that are to blame for those people's deaths, but the hope you keep talking about. That will cause more despair and claim more lives.
Hope causes despair. There's a Hololive joke in there, but I'm struggling to make it.
That is merely the necessary sacrifice to accomplish a greater goal.
No one deserves to be a sacrifice.
Like sacrifice in the normal sense or sacrifice in the, other sense.
Your hypocritical magnanimity disgusts me.
I would not have gotten magnanimity on the first try.
I can always go and get more test subjects if they've escaped. And I will be able to replicate Father's serum with enough time.
Well, you don't have any.
With you gone, I'll be able to complete Father's gift to the Creator and fulfill his last wish. Camille, release the failed subjects.
Lady Dina.
Camille, Are you going to do what you did before? You keep saying you'll follow the creator, but it's all lies.
Lady Dina, the Hollows took my family from me. I understand that there's no way to get back what I've lost. It was Lord Landon who told me that the Creator would guide me. One day, Hollows will no longer be disasters. Everyone will be able to survive inside them. I look forward to the day when this hope becomes reality. I watched you grow up, and I know that you've always looked up to your father. He gives you hope. And I destroyed that hope with my own hands.
Uh-huh. 'Cause... what, the trigger was loose, I guess?
I know the pain of loss, so I've always felt guilty. I want to atone for the hope I destroyed.
Well, keep going.
But Dina, I don't want to ruin more lives. And I don't want to continue watching you destroy yourself. Vivian is right. Not everyone wants to live in false hope. So, please, stop.
Camille, are you abandoning me too?
I'm not abandoning you. I just don't want to see you go past the point of no return.
It's possible that we're well beyond that at this point.
The point of no return.
Exactly.
I passed that point ages ago.
I just said that.
No, Dina. You can still turn back.
Please elaborate how.
I'll be your way back.
Compelling argument.
Where are you going, Camille?
Okay, we're back to the sad music.
I made a deal with Hugo and the mayor.
Uh-huh.
If someone needs to take the fall for this, let it be me. I did it. All of it. I've been forcing Landon's only daughter, Dina, to research how to create sacrifices. I colluded with the Ravenlock family for my own gain. Everything Dina did was under duress. Since I've kept her captive for so long, she doesn't have the skills to survive as an independent member of society. She'll need a caretaker and teacher. Someone who will look after her and educate her.
No! I refuse, Camille! I refuse to accept this!
Dina, I'm going to dispose of those failed subjects.
I won't allow it! You'll die! I won't allow it! You can't leave me. I command you!
Sounds like someone's starting to break.
You've always followed my orders, and you will follow them now!
It wasn't your orders that I've been following. My younger sister, who was stolen from me by the Hollows, also had such beautiful red hair. When Landon told me the Creator could bring me hope, you were standing there, right behind him. I was certain, then and there, that this was the hope the Creator had given me. Start over, Dina. You still have so long, so much time. You'll make friends, find people who love you, and make many beautiful memories.
That's not what I want! Camille, you're not allowed to die! I won't allow it! I won't allow it!
Goodbye, Dina.
Ooh. And you know it's serious when the cut the black heck with birds on screen happen.
And I'm sorry, Vivian. I'll leave the rest to you.
Camille resolutely walks toward the fissure as Xena stares after her disappearing figure. After a moment, she also walks forward. Vivian is about to stop her, but Dina uses the controls to open a container door. Ethereals surge out, blocking the path.
Take out these ethereals first. We can't let Camille's efforts go to waste.
Excuse me. I need to keep in mind that when I'm in the air, I just need to attack.
Stay away from me.
As for you... I mean, I can probably ult. There's... I don't think any downside to it right now. Outside of the fact that it wouldn't
Let's go after Dina, Lord Grayson.
do nothing. Up. I mean, I want to stab the not face hugger on the ground, but I mean, I guess we'll go through the fissure. Oh. Ooh.
Are you satisfied now, Vivian?
That was on you.
You were the one who brought yourself to this point.
You're saying this is all my fault? Losing my father, losing Camille. I wish you had never come into my life. At first, when Father brought you home, I was happy. There are so many Exaltists, yet Father never allowed me to get too close with any of them. I never had any friends either. But when Father brought you back, he told me to take good care of you. That you were my first friend.
So he... okay then.
I was also so happy the first time you took my place in helping Father select a person to receive the blessing. Because it meant you were different from all those other people. You could stay with me. But soon, I grew jealous. You took the attention that should have belonged to me. You even took Father's love from me.
Okay, yep, there it is.
It's only because of my ability that Landon...
I know, but... Vivian, jealousy is something you cannot control. Of course, the same goes for fear and hatred. I was terrified that one day you would look at me and shed tears.
I mean, fair, reasonable.
I knew if that day ever came, Father would not hesitate to force the blessing upon me. And when that day did come, I hated you for causing my father's death.
Tina, you knew everything about what happened back then, so... why are you still defending Landon? And why didn't you tell me back then? If I had known earlier, maybe I could have found a way.
Because it's the only thing that makes me more special than you, no? It proves I had Father's trust. I was more useful to him. Vivian, you said you wandered without a home ever since you were young, hated by anyone you encountered. You were happy to gain recognition from everyone and help Father when you were among the Exaltists. But in the end, you discovered you were being used, so you felt betrayed and hurt.
Not gonna say anything.
Then, what about me? All I ever had was my father. I've never known a life outside of the Exaltists. Ever since I was young, my only purpose was to help Father select who was to be blessed.
I mean... that's... okay, wow, my brain is just completely fogged up right now. I am struggling to come up with anything.
The only purpose I had was my father and the Exaltists. I've never been taught anything else, Vivian.
Well... learn something?
It is what little value I have, and have ever had. In the end, you took even that from me, and completely destroyed it. You think you're doing good and fighting evil. You've only managed to affect a small part of your world.
Da, 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 da.
But Have you ever wondered if maybe that's all there is to my world?
I never wanted to hurt you.
Yeah, you need to expand your horizons.
You were also my first friend. And that's why I wanted to save you back then.
I mean, yeah, why would that not be the case?
Save me? You and Camille all talk about saving me. Why don't you understand? To me, loss is so much more painful than death.
Tina, you can start over. Everything Camille did was so you could live on. Let's leave the Hollow together. There are so many amazing places in New Eridu. This time, I'll take care of you. I've also met so many amazing people. I'm sure they'll love you too. Okay, Tina?
Well, given the fact that we're clearly in an arena, I'm gonna say not okay.
Vivian. I can't forgive you. And I don't want to forgive you. I have nothing left. If what little hatred I do still harbor were taken from me, well, I refuse to be so pitiful. I won't apologize, Vivian.
Tina closes her eyes and injects a vial of the serum into her own arm. Soon, ether crystals appear on her body, a sign of corruption.
I don't want to hate myself, so I can only hate you for killing my father, and hate Camille for leaving me. That's just the kind of person I am. Hateful and despicable. I refuse to owe anyone anything. I refuse to feel regret. I won't. Vivian, I will keep hating you. I will take all who are precious to you.
Alright, appreciating.
I will also hate Camille. So I won't do as she wished and start a new life.
I mean, yeah, clearly you made that pretty clear when you injected yourself.
Vivian, if you had never existed, if I had never, you would be...
Lord Phaethon, please do not interfere.
I wasn't planning on it.
She was my first friend. I'm going to bid her farewell.
Alright, alright, time to go. Alright, yeah, Belle, just go hide. Ooh. That's a lot bigger than I thought you were gonna be. But you do look really cool. Like, that is a really awesome design.
Soon, the pain will be over.
Even if it might just be a
Lord
reskin.
Phaethon, don't come any closer.
So I guess we have Denny's now. Why do you have so many lasers? Ow. This is going surprisingly well. Even if we are basically just chipping away. This is becoming a lot smoother, you know, light on we're here. And providing extra stun. And actually using those spiky arm impact drill things. We are almost there. And we're there.
Where are you looking? Who dares get between me and Lord Fate?
It's useless, but it's cool to do.
Behind you!
Oop.
What happened? What the?
What the big impale?
Vivian! Belle, don't come near me. This is my own choice. I will change the fate I saw. Vivian! I just want you to remember me when I looked my best. Vivian! Vivian, your body. I'm sorry you had to see me like this, but I don't want to be the one that only brings misfortune anymore. No, please. No. It's so warm, and the night is beautiful. Vivian?
Powers activating.
No. It can't end like this.
Ah! Yay! All right. It feels as if you had a long dream where you saw your teacher again with her familiar smile. But soon the environment and your teacher both dissolve in the water, and like behind a misty curtain, blurring then vanishing.
Belle, you're scaring me.
Well, there was a weird sound that played when that appeared, but
Belle, I'm so glad you're awake.
okay. How long was I up this time?
What happened? I remember Vivian and I... Wait, where's Vivian? She injected herself with Landon's serum.
Hugo and Lycon brought you out of the hollow. You were in a coma and... I'm so glad you're safe.
Okay, again, how long was I out?
And you said Vivian used the serum on herself? But she looked fine to me, barring a couple of scratches. Hugo sent a message earlier saying he got her checked over, and she was all right.
Yippee!
Can you recall what happened?
The situation was dire, so Vivian used the serum on herself to defeat the ethereals. I saw the crystallization process starting to occur. And then I can't describe it, but I think I saw something. At the time, all I was thinking about was wanting to remove the crystals from Vivian.
Yeah, then your eyes started to get all weird and glowy, and then you started glowing.
I don't even know what I did. But then I passed out, I guess. What happened after that?
When I led Hugo and Lycon there, it was just you and Vivian lying on the ground. We didn't see anything else. Never mind that for now. Belle, do you feel any discomfort?
Just a bit dizzy.
For tonight, just get some rest. Hugo and Vivian said they'll come over tomorrow, so we'll discuss everything then.
Okay.
Okay. Good night then.
All right, are we gonna dream? This time there are no strange sounds or sights in your dream, and you sleep peacefully throughout the night. Shortly after you awake, Vivian, Hugo, and Lycon arrive at the video store.
Lord Phaethon! How are you feeling? No headaches? Leg pains? Heart palpitations? Loss of appetite?
You were the one who almost died.
Vivian,
I was just so worried. Sorry. Anyway, Lord happen. I'm so glad you're okay. What happened this time was all my fault.
You only became an ethereal to defeat Dina. If it weren't for you, neither of us would have made it out alive.
Yeah, because Dina did kind of do, like, one final, like, Dragon Ball Z, like, energy blast, so... Yeah, it was either ethereal or be vaporized.
So, what happened? Belle said she saw the crystallization process start. But I didn't see anything through Eos. Hugo, Lycon, did either of you guys see anything strange?
Allow me to explain.
Oop. You saw something?
Miss Vivian told us what happened after she awoke, and the mayor arranged a full medical checkup for her. Based on the results, Miss Vivian indeed shows mild corruption sequelae. But if the crystallization process had already started, the lingering effects should be far more severe. To be precise, if the process had already reached the point of mass surface crystallization, it should have taken no time at all to become an ethereal. So, the mayor theorizes that it was the etheric energy within Master Proxy's body that affected Vivian's condition and the surrounding etheric particles, causing Vivian's corruption to recede.
Okay, I realize that's an orange check, so it's very important, but do you mind maybe, explaining a bit further?
Essentially, corruption is a reaction between the etheric particles inside the body and in the surrounding environment.
Okay.
Therefore, it's not necessarily irreversible, just that currently our mainstream method of defense is prevention.
How come I didn't know I had this ability? How's it even possible for me to influence other people's etheric particles? That makes it sound like I can manipulate etheric energy at will.
I mean, not yet, but you might be able to in the future, after training.
Master Proxy, you are special.
Hey, yeah, because you're the protagonist.
This is a gift your teacher left you.
Our teacher? So this has to do with her?
I don't know all the details, so I cannot explain everything to you. My apologies.
I mean, yeah, but can you get the mayor on call? Maybe he can, fill us in?
However, Miss Yixuan might be able to answer some of your questions.
Yeah, her too. That might also work.
She will visit you sometime soon, so please feel free to ask her any questions you may have.
Yeah, maybe in a month.
She has quite an eccentric personality. If she causes you any inconvenience...
If she causes trouble, can I file a complaint about her to you?
Master Proxy, you have always been a people person, so I trust you will handle things just fine.
That just makes me more worried.
In any case, the mayor has asked me to give everyone his most sincere gratitude.
Okay, so he's not gonna call this time.
Unfortunately, the mayor could not come personally, but has promised everyone a favor. Provided it's within his means, he will offer his unconditional assistance once.
Okay, so... Alright, so we help the mayor out and we get one favor each. That is more than fair, I imagine.
There is no time limit on this favor.
Oh, even better.
Unconditional, What if I wanted his position as mayor?
If that is what you desire, then the mayor and his subordinates will be first in line to vote for you in the next election. As for the other votes, you'll have to work for them on your own. But should you assume office, I hope you take full responsibility for handling all day-to-day matters and lead by example. By sheer happenstance, the mayor has provided you with a copy of his current assignment, the City Waste Sorting and Processing proposal.
Old fox.
Well, can I request Lord Phaethon's...
My what, Vivian? What are you going to ask for?
The mayor imagined you might ask. I have prepared all the necessary documents, and the ceremony expenses will be covered by the mayor as a gift. As long as Master Proxy agrees, We can sign and process the documents immediately.
I'm sorry, are they doing the, hey, like, the Miyabi wants to marry Wise thing, except, like, with Vivian?
But this matter requires mutual consent and cannot involve coercion, confinement, or one party's lack of consciousness.
Stop! I would never do that to Lord Phaethon! Probably.
But, okay, alright, not leaving everything off the table. I at least respect that.
At least not today.
As for you, Master Proxies, the mayor has some sense of what you desire. That said, he hopes you might speak with Miss Yixuan first before you decide the timing of that favor.
Okay. Freya. Looks like we're getting close to the end of the stream, and Freya decided to go bully Mayhem. Hugo and Lycon are still bickering, and Vivian sits on to one side, eager and anticipatory. As always, you can smell the aroma of noodles from the neighboring noodle shop, and hear snippets of Elfie's music from her store. Thank goodness. Time goes on, but there will always be friends by your side. After eating, Hugo, Lycon, and Vivian take their leave. Belle, are you feeling alright? Lycon said that you can control ether particles, and it was a gift from our teacher. I keep thinking about this. I keep thinking about it. And Miss Yijun. And that Miss Yijun. We should investigate her. But let's not talk about that for now. You've only just started to feel better. You should get some rest. I'll be there with you whenever that happens in the future. Or head upstairs to rest. Okay, just gonna go take another nap, I guess. As it turns out, yes, we are gonna go upstairs and take another nap, because otherwise, like, we're not gonna, like, we'd still be in action. You know, I probably should have guessed that this, like, that outside staircase did in fact lead to outside my room. But also, hold on, that feels like a massive privacy issue. Because, like, anyone could just walk up there and then peep into Belle's room. Anyway, we're in bed. Thinking back on it, a lot sure has happened recently. But can I really control etheric energy? If this is a gift from our teacher for us, then doesn't that prove that her research was focused on mitigating the damage hollows have on humanity? Perhaps this can serve as evidence that she was innocent. But I don't feel anything yet. It doesn't feel like I have any special powers. If your thoughts are all jumbled together and your mind feels heavier and heavier, you drift off without noticing it. Hooray! Epilogue complete for season 1. Let's go. And I'm gonna let Freya out of my room because she's standing by the door. Or not. There. Out you go. Alright. Bunch of Internet credit. 1 master tape. Something. Not nearly enough investigator logs and W engine energy. And New Eridu continues to coexist with sacrifices, and neither daily life nor hidden crises ever cease. New stories on and the distant horizons are surely exciting, but one should also cherish each passing day, present or past. One day they'll become memories worth holding on to. And on that note, with this achievement claimed, and with this internet level also claimed, we are slowly chugging up to level 60, even if we can't see it yet. And with all of that, that will be all for tonight. YouTube, thank you for watching. Hopefully I will actually upload this at some point, hopefully by Friday. I'll catch you next time.